What is going on, folks? Hey, everybody. This is the Ultimate No Prep Challenge. Of course, y'all know me. I'm Uriah. I've been here since the very beginning. Joining me, we got some fresh meat in the house today. Starting off, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Chris?
Yeah, my name is Chris, aka ThanksSkeleton. I'm kind of new to the 4D space. Got attracted here by some YouTubes. I like playing a whole lot of different styles, and I like role playing. So
Awesome.
I'm here to play.
And underneath him, returning, coughing.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. It's me, Nicolas. I guess I've been a regular now in UnPCs. Glad to be back. Excited
man.
to see what happens.
And beside him,
name's Dom, or Bleaknik. Pretty new. I've only gotten a single training session under my belt, but definitely first time on stream. Love roleplay and looking forward to the stream.
Yeah. Both of these guys, both Chris and Dom, have, I want to say in the past week, was it like this past week,
Yep.
they were, they jumped into our Discord and got vetted. And well, I mean, Dom's been lurking around for a little while, but he's finally gotten vetted. It's official. But yeah. So really excited. So these guys are familiar with how this works. We've been chatting a little bit behind the scenes, getting everything hashed out. So we will go ahead and hop in. We've got our list up here. So as always, I think I want to do something a little bit different this time. I think we should roll backwards. Instead of rolling GM, setting, and tone, I think we should roll tone, setting, and then GM. I think that'll inject some drama into the situation. Yeah. So let's see. Chris, you got Sophie's dice up. Why don't you go ahead and roll a D8 for me, please?
All right. Gotta dig through the Sophie bag. How the hell? 1 second.
It should be in like recent order.
Or you could also click on the expressions, the one with the little square root thing, and just type in D8.
Ooh.
What?
Got it. GM's choice.
Oh, nice.
That's a little quirk here.
So do we leave it for the end then after the GM, or
hold on to it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't even think about that. Okay.
All right. Now
that works.
Stuff already.
Now we got
GM's
the setting.
choice. Okay.
Or maybe somebody else
so yeah. So I'd say, Nicholas, go ahead and roll a D20 for me. If you would, please.
Steampunk
slash SkyShip. Okay.
Like steampunk. All right.
All right. Great. And Dom, if you would please roll a D4. 2. Nicholas.
All right.
Nicholas. Yes.
So I get to choose the tone then?
Yeah. You get to choose the tone.
I don't like the responsibility. the dice kind of, made things easy.
They got you.
Can you go up there just so I can?
Yeah. Sorry.
Look at the light action suspense. Man. So what would be dramatic?
I think of it like tragedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of terrible things happening, and we're like just caught in the mix or something like that.
Soap opera.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I think
women tumbling from airships.
Awesome. Hitting the propellers midway. Okay, we can go with dramatic.
Dramatic. Okay.
Dramatic. Okay.
Let's do
SkyShip.
Okay.
This is actually kind of cool. There is a unrealized game that I tried to play with SkyShips.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I even had I have this hand draw map of the world. The idea was, I mean, should I start yapping?
All right. Do it.
You're probably getting
because this is already pre-cooked.
Yeah.
it's like canned setting, so to speak. You just have to reheat it.
Mm.
So people could only live on top of the highest peaks because everything down below like got with this weird fog that basically killed humans and mutated things. So it's kind of a sea of mist. And below there, like if you wear like kind of a diving suit, you can like walk in as long as you don't breathe it.
Sure.
And there's a bunch of mutated fauna, like think Nausicaa with like weird fungus and creatures. And then people just had to like survive on the highest peaks of the world.
Sure. That's cool.
And it was SkyShip, it was steampunky. Tesla coils and
Did it have a name?
I think it did. I'm looking at my folder here, but again, I don't want to impose my thing. I want you guys to.
You're running this. Game. You're running this.
You got to impose a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share the image I have. It's in Portuguese though.
Well, heck yeah. We got art for the UnPC.
So when it comes to dramatic, are we talking about like melodrama, like relationship melodrama, where it's like, no, I'm after this. Don't you get it? Like, are we kind of like, is dramatic mean hammy, or does dramatic mean something else? Ooh.
I think it can mean a variety of different things. Let's talk about that then. Let's kind of hash that out. So I want to say Crispy and the gang did an UnPC where they rolled dramatic. That was their rolled choice, and they really leaned more into the kind of the nail biting aspect. Like it wasn't so much suspense, but there was a whole lot of like just tension in that game.
When I chose dramatic, I guess I was thinking kind of like almost like this opera piece, that you watch where it's being like it's dramatizing whatever happened, like
sure,
maybe even like over the top,
Okay, yeah. Like Twin Peaks in the sky.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
so we are doing kind
be unto me,
sort of like
sure, yeah.
So you're kind of saying epic characters, kind of like,
oh
no,
yeah,
okay, cool. I can roll with that. I'll try not to make it super silly, but it may be a little hammy for me.
It's fine. We'll embrace it. Cool. So we got. So this is kind of our time to come up with characters to sort of hash out ideas. I really like the idea of the SkyShip with the whole fog situation. Yeah. I think that could be really neat.
Because it's kind of like a points of light thing going on where it's like you have to be on these pillars of Earth, or else you're gone.
Yeah.
Is it Earth, or is it like weird mechanical towers?
Oh, it's like a floating island kind of deal.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. It could be cool.
Could we do like we do like a Shakespearean like tragic love story sort of thing?
Yeah.
We're just like Chris's wingman, trying to get him, like he's trying to set up a date with this girl who lives on another island.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We're just trying to.
So you are the background characters of the real supporting cast. Your Moby Dick's crew.
Yeah.
So we in terms of like steampunk, so I definitely want my character to be wearing like a suit with like a really huge pocket watch. Like just like
fingerless gloves,
I was thinking more kind of like the dressier Kai. So I'm
sure.
put points in social or finesse. Like I kind of want to play the. I'm just the suave guy, but
That's
I'm also
cool.
imagining I'm looking through a lot of telescopes.
Sure.
I don't know why.
Yeah. That's the general aesthetic for steampunk. Telescopes, copper.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce electricity in the forms of, like I said, like with like more Tesla-oriented technology?
Sure.
Because a cool thing with skyships is like thunder farming or thunder fishing in a way. Like maybe that's how they have energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go into storms, like, and you're basically harvesting like storms, you know, thunderbolts.
Gotcha. What cities do you think we should start in, Mr. Nicolas, if any, in this setting?
I don't know. I think because here's the thing: if we're going with the logic, I use like a very specific number with when I check it, which mountains would be above the the cloud, the mist, and it's not very inhabited places. So I think it would just it's new places pretty much.
Yeah.
And I think could be cool if we just like make up our own names too. Because...
Gotcha. Is there I got a vision in my mind. My character is staring through a telescope that has like a filter on it, so I can like see through the gas, and I can see the ruins of Paris from
cool.
Like our airship that we're currently on.
So
I can see like the wreckage and kind of like everything is destroyed, but it's like through like a pink filter on my telescope.
I'm getting ideas for like
Sky Beasts was a thing too, like
Sky Beasts.
Yeah.
I'm getting an idea for
maybe the mist is so thick that creatures can kind of swim through it, you know. Kind of have dragons or octopus, Portuguese man-o-wars flowing.
Sure. Yeah.
Big whale.
Could it be a thing like basically with the fog, with it being so thick, it's almost like reduced gravity, that sort of thing?
Oh, there's like some buoyancy to it.
Yeah. And we're in these like old fashioned dive suits. We have to.
Okay.
We're in there.
You're okay. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So maybe like we're on an airship that's over Paris, and we have to go down to like collect artifacts from the World's Fair.
That'd be dope. That'd be so sick. And
how's that for a pitch, or how's that for
that would be more so SkyShip. My first thought goes to like planes and like blimps and that sort of thing, but that's more like SkyShip as in boat, like ship as in boat.
It's a boat.
That kind of vibe. And I really like that idea. It really reminds me of kind of like Treasure Planet, sort of that vibe.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe that's when like Tesla, maybe energy would come in, you know?
Yeah,
totally.
So robots and artificial limbs.
Yeah,
kind
of like gear, like more
for robots,
mechanical.
maybe more clunky. Like, they're not doing flips in the air thing, but they certainly like serving you beer and cooking your steak.
Is there a way to share? I haven't used StreamYards. Is there a way to like share stuff?
Like
below your portrait, down below there's present.
Okay.
Ooh.
Like on the bottom of the.
And then I'll put it up on the screen for everybody to see if I deem it worthy. I'm just kidding.
And then you kind of like maybe some zones have pirates, others like here be dragons, you know?
Yeah.
Like weird floating beasts.
Sure.
So we got the tallest mountain in France.
Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc. Need Crispy or Max in here to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this.
So is the you guys are gonna go collect what specifically? Or just
artifacts from the potentially artifacts from the World's Fair. So
yeah,
before time.
The before.
Okay. I got
before
another.
head in time.
I got another.
So are you maybe like one of your guys is like a historian or
I was
like
actually
a visionary?
I was kind of like leaning into that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Going into the dramaticist kind of thing.
Sure.
Where he's like a struggling author and he's working for them as like a journalist. Whenever this boat is going on. But kind of I really want to do it as like a technophile where they are obsessed with the limbs or the robots and what have you, and they want to see their personal interest is seeing what's down there, but the before people had down there.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So big brain stat.
Right.
I'm looking here at the relics of the World's Fair. So were they like statues and monuments? There's a giant keg here. Okay. All right.
Chris, were you able to find those pictures?
So I was able to find something interesting, but I linked it in chat. Basically, I don't know how to do the Streamlabs thing.
Gotcha.
There is, I found like a good black and white image of the World's Fair of 1899 of Paris, which looks pretty fucking badass. Hold on.
It's this one, I think. The one you sent, the last one you sent, this one, right?
Yeah, that thing. That was. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking we're exploring that place, but covered in evil fog.
Yeah.
We just get the tip of the tower from where we are.
Okay. I think the suit should be self-contained because having like a tube is a little crazy. What do you think?
Sure. Yeah.
Having a super long tube sounds dramatic.
It does sound dramatic, but it's like
I do agree.
Or not.
Like air bladders. That's not too out of the.
Because then you need a guy up there, like bumping in the air.
Yeah.
And if he forgets or he dies, you're done.
I think we could if we want to do that, we could make it work. I'm not totally against it, but
all right. I see what you mean. We have ships flying.
It is kind of like extreme to have kind of like an airship providing it to us.
But having a limited supply is also dramatic.
Not
more.
I mean, we could totally do because I imagine like a big gauge on our wrist or something that kind of tells us how much air we have left.
A pressure thing.
Yeah, pressure gauge.
A needle.
Yeah. And it's like our strikes aren't how many hits we get. Or maybe for this session we forego the strikes and we just say you get 3 hits. If you take more than 3 hits, your suit rips.
Oh, sure.
And you have as many rounds as the 10 place of your body score.
Awesome.
To get out of dodge.
So do you guys want to start?
I like it.
Like on the place, it's just a matter of suiting up and descending, or do you want to have like some start maybe in the port?
We're not doing that, Daryl. We're putting that to the test next week.
I think kind of it depends on if we want it to be about the action or we want it to be about kind of like the social aspect of going on this expedition.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's up to the GM. I'm down for either.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about making my guys kind of like a sleazy merchant guy.
That's cool.
So I'm down for both.
Sure.
I like it in the middle. So like we're not already descended. We're on the ship getting ready.
Yeah,
so
like
we
preparing.
Can have
en route. En route. How do you say that?
En route.
Yeah. I kind of like that.
Yeah. So what do you think, Nicholas, as far as like the idea of using, like you get 3 strikes and then you have, we'll just call it however many minutes equal to your body score?
Like of breathing before you succumb.
Yeah. So like,
that can be interesting. So are we talking? We're not talking so much combat, or
not necessarily. I mean, if we
I think it's interesting
into...
if like we know there are dangers in the zone, in the mist. Maybe not as frequent, but like there's still like some creatures that adapted, or
right. Like the wildlife.
Yeah.
Fight like a big freaking leaf or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Pokemon. Nature.
Yeah. Who wants that? No. Let's replace it all with chrome.
Chrome and brass. Yeah, I'm down for. Sorry, guys.
You're good,
my throat. I'm down for that.
Bring out the yerba.
Oh, I cannot drink it at night. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I shouldn't. Don't be the devil in my ear, man.
Yeah.
Give me sweet little ideas. Bad idea.
Bad influence. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a name. What's a good steampunk name?
It could be the name of your expedition, like the name of the. I think it's a nice one.
Mm.
So are you guys in? Okay, what are your concepts you're going with, Chris?
Yeah, so I'll go over it in just a second. So my name is Manuel de Esposo. I'm a part of the Stormlock Merchant Guild. I am kind of like a sleazy merchant type. I've maxed out in terms of like the mechanics. I've maxed out social. I am not a gearhead. I'm not interested in the science or magic or electricity or anything like that. The real source of power is controlling people in this world. I'm here to make some money. There's a lot of valuable stuff down at the bottom of the World's Fair in the ruins of Paris, and I'm here to collect what I can.
Okay. So you have been, well, not conscript is not the word, but you've been hired for this expedition.
Yes. I'm going to be. I am going to be putting on one of the suits. Yeah. One thing I'm imagining is that we all have an objective of what we're supposed to catch, but it's also like if you want to bring up some other stuff on your own recognizance, that's a little bonus for you. So it's kind of like looting and pillaging rules, where it's like there's like attacks, but one of the benefits is you get to go down there and maybe you take some stuff for yourself. So
sure.
I would say that's kind of like a big motivation for my character. It's like, all right, we gotta get this thing, but let's get this other stuff too. I'll stuff my pockets or my satchels that are arranged on the outside of the apparatus.
All right. Like for weapons, I guess, what kind of weaponry is the common use weaponry? I guess just regular of the time. You got your regular,
like
matchlocks and
yeah. So I was curious. This is kind of like
Tesla,
like mist for like the mist and stuff. Like, is there still oxygen down there, or do we have to use, Tesla crossbows, something.
Because of the burning, right?
Yeah, or like, I guess how do you see the mist? Are we is it kind of like an invisible deadly gas, or is it kind of like more of a fantastical
opaque?
Yeah. It's alive.
I definitely think that
a little bit of light.
It has to be visible. Yeah, it's kind of the point of it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But are you meaning more like a living organism, like it knows that you're in there or something like that?
Yeah. I'm kind of just. I don't know if this is a good question, but is this like a hard science fiction toxic gas, or is it a?
I think it's
cartoonish, dramatic.
Sure.
I think it's dramatic if
dramatic gas.
it behaves like a regular gas would, but there are some unknown things that leave up to interpretation. Especially because I feel like this period of time is very marked by materialism. Like it's like very cold science.
Sure.
If you can count and you can look, if you cannot count it and you cannot look at it, it doesn't exist in a way. Like it's very materialistic, and I think that maybe could be a leeway into playing a character who's maybe more into the thaumaturgical arts or curious about them, so you can maybe butt heads with
machines
science.
Have souls and uproot.
Yeah.
Is there what's like the name with a capital letter of this fog, or is it just like the fog, or is it the mist?
I'm good with the mist, the fog.
What would be the French word for the mist? Because I feel like someone Google
le spray.
Spray.
Oh, no.
Fog. The fog. I don't know. It could be just the fog.
Pulverization.
Rouliard. That's what ChatGPT is telling me.
Vapor.
What is another word for like cloud?
Rouliard.
Maybe.
Ooh.
The below sea. I don't know.
Nuage. Le nuage.
Nuage.
Is that cloud?
Yeah.
Nuage. That sounds appropriate.
Yeah, sounds.
Maybe that's what the academia calls it. Like common folk is just. Oh yeah, that's the mist. That's the fog.
Yeah, it's
nuage.
Le nuage.
Le nuage. Okay. Do we know what we're recovering?
We have a historian, right? What do you think? Do we know some? Are there books people managed to bring up above the nuage?
So what greater academia could want? So we don't have. I mean, you already mentioned plants. So I kind of like the idea of maybe there was something being showed off at the fair at the time, but nothing's immediately coming to mind.
How long has it been since the?
That's a good question.
Like, is it a thing where maybe your grandparents, you heard stories from your grandparents, but you did not live before it?
What I was imagining for my character is that this is a normal world for him, so he probably grew up in this world. At the very least, like he isn't like I used to live down here. It's just like this is just the before times, whatever. I'm here to make a buck. That's what I was imagining for my character's attitude. But I don't know other than that.
Yeah, definitely before our life.
There should be some stories, right? About especially specific spots. People would keep tradition or.
We mentioned Tesla, so I mean, it could be something that they had, like actual working like Tesla guns, and we don't have access to that. That was lost technology, and the militaries that are a little spread apart now. The one that we work for, we're somewhat associated with. Want that tech.
Maybe each of us have like a secret motive that we keep to our, not like for real, like something that we keep to ourselves, because I mean, secrets are instant drama.
Absolutely.
You know, the second, because if we all start off thinking we're of the same mindset, and then we quickly realize, oh, we're here for different things.
Yeah.
Well, he's getting his. Wait a minute, I wasn't here for that. I'm here for this. You know, and you inject some chaos and some monsters into the mix, and it's like, what are we supposed to do? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
I already got pulled for my own motives.
I got an idea.
Yeah. Do you, as far as like the group goal, is that secret Tesla tech of the vibe? Maybe it's not like guns, but electricity.
I like the idea of the plant. Like we're finding a specific vegetative substance or something. You know, if we want to go full Wall-E, we can do the boot or do the leaf in the boot sort of thing. But I really like the idea of like trying to find organic material to bring back, and then we each have like our own hidden thing that we're looking for to profit our own. Because my guy, my idea for my character, Aloysius Davidonder Abercrombie, or Mud for short, he is like this sort of tough guy who is really into like body mods. Like he's got sort of the mechanical arm that has all the cool attachments on it and stuff. He's got the peg leg with all the cool gears and things.
The monocle eye.
Yeah, monocle eye with you know
different lenses.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
He's wears the bronze or wears the copper top hat. It's got like a little thing on the top and it shoots out smoke or something.
Why? Nobody knows.
Just like brewing coffee in there or something.
I was thinking about being a little conservative with my tech and just having like elbow down arm, and it's just basically a pen hand where the fingers can like turn into a hand, a pen or several pens even. It's advanced, and within the arm itself is like bottles of ink and things like that.
Ooh, I like that. And for the journalistic, that makes that makes sense. I'm with it. Cool. We've been prepping for a little bit longer than we typically do, which is fine. But so if everybody's ready, we'll hop into it. Is everybody ready?
Yeah, I got a character written out. We should be good to go.
Awesome.
Okay. So just pronunciations here. Aloysius.
Aloysius.
Okay,
Aloysius.
And Theodoric. Amos Thatcher.
You can just call me Mud for short.
Okay. Did I even spell Manuel right?
Yeah, that's right.
I was going for Manuel. Okay, great.
Manuel.
Perfect. Manuel.
Very well. A very large sky galley with sails shimmering in the light, pulsating with some bluish energy as it parts clouds, going in fast forward. Some men on the crew working tirelessly back and forth, going up and down between decks. Bright day. There's still some regular, normal clouds up above. You open the scene with Theodoric Amos Thatcher.
I'm off to the side of the ship, looking up, looking down. My hand, its digits tipped with the tips being of pens, and just kind of looking out at the sky as my hand automatically writes itself upon a pad that I have in my other hand. Lost in the descriptions.
I walk up behind, carrying a large barrel in one arm, sort of bump into Theodoric, say, "Get your head out of the clouds. We got work to do. Come on, grab a rope, do something."
What needs doing?
We got to batten down the hatches. We're setting anchor.
All right. Shaking my head, looking around for ropes.
Manuel climbs the ladder coming into view, carrying a can of olives, which I'm munching on a single at a time, appraising them a little bit, and we're shoving them in my mouth. What are we working on here?
Do I have to do everything for everyone around here? I set the large barrel down with a thud. Manuel, you know what we're doing here. Are the suits ready?
Yes. I finished polishing them, assembling them. Everything should be good. But I was brought on as a specialist, so I don't think I should be doing this normal ship work. Olive for you, friend? Mud? I can pop it right into your mouth if your hands are full.
I grasp his arm, catching it as it approaches my face. I take the olive. Thank you. It's all hands on deck, so don't get too big for your own britches. And I pop the olive in my mouth.
You know how valuable those are. That's from before times. This is a rare treat.
Take out the pit. I can at least remove the rock from it. I toss it overboard.
I kind of stare as it kind of tumbles down off the edge of the blimp, down into the mist below. Oh, there it goes. Yes. Well, I'll go down and do any last minute polishing, and it's mostly just these suits are quite beautiful in their own way. I grasp the ladder and then head back down into the suit chamber.
I grab at nearby ropes that need batting down and strain, whining the entire way through as I help with the manual labor on the top deck.
Below deck, a few men carrying a few crates, straightening out some tubes, untangling them. A grizzled man with a very thick white mustache, thin face. In front of you, Manuel, walking by, he stops. What does that smell?
It's olives. I set them down over there on the desk. Do you want one? They're quite delicious from the before times.
Oh, he drops down the cables. Yes, scratching his wrinkled face.
Tell me, is every machine in working order? I don't want us to encounter any unfortunate accidents.
Walking over to the table, his hands are black with grease and charcoal or tar, whatever intonation. Trying to unscrew the lid. Yes, all machines are working fine. It's been a smooth ride. That's always auspicious. It's like he's struggling to open with his greased hands.
I slide over the polishing rag that I've been using. Please do that to clean your hands first. Have you done this often? Have you handled the machines up here often, my friend? Because this is my first trip down. I don't want anything incorrect to happen to any of us.
after cleaning his hands. "Oh, it should be fine. I've done this countless times. It's very rare for something to happen. I wouldn't worry. Just another typical day. I'm sure nothing dramatic will happen today."
Of course not.
Cut
of course
back.
not.
Heavy footfalls stepping down the stairs into the lower deck. I see the suits. I begin to walk over towards them. I nudge the individual trying to open the jar. I say, "Careful, there's rocks in those. You may want to be careful."
Sorry, can you repeat?
I said, "Be careful. There's rocks in those. You may want to be a little bit careful when you're eating them."
They're called pits. They're part of the fruit of the olive. It's not quite a rock, but
white tooth, a bit yellowed. Theodoric.
Please.
Cool.
Okay. I am joining them downstairs, sweating. I'd like to help, but I want to be useful, but I have to beg. I have to beg. I'm not going to ask. I have to beg. Who here is in charge of the suits this time?
That would be me. I assembled them according to the directions. I made sure that they were polished.
Good.
Yes. Although I think it's best that each of us is responsible for our own suits in a way. So please do not defer to me on the technical matters. I can tell by your just general carriage and the way you carry yourself that you're something of a technologist.
Of course.
Please give it a look over to make sure it meets your specifications.
I will. You did include the internal cooling features, didn't you?
We weren't the supplier. We weren't able to afford it.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to have to work quickly down there.
Yeah.
As you know, there were a couple corners cut when I was able to arrange this whole expedition. I took on a role of specialist. I really should be up here monitoring things, but on the good side, there's a lot of opportunity for all of us for an expedition that might otherwise have not happened.
Yes.
Looking over my suit, sort of turning, making sure the connections are tight. Yeah. Well, if you get too hot, I can always poke a couple holes in your suit. That'll sure cool you off.
Okay, will forever. I'll keep it in mind.
The grizzled man trying to dig for another olive with his thick, calloused hands. Well, you shouldn't worry about heating. This is supposed to be a cold region of the old world.
Well, it's things change in the mist, so we'll do our best. Yes. Why don't we get our undersuits on and limber up for our expedition?
Way ahead of you.
He drying his hands and his clothes. Yes, let me give you a hand on suiting up. Any first timers wearing one of these?
I am, unfortunately. I don't know the experience of the others.
You what? You are the specialist, and you've never actually descended?
There were, like I said, there were some complications, and I was forced to join the expedition at this level. But rest assured, I am sure everything will go swimmingly.
My suit already halfway on, slipping. My undersuit already halfway on, slipping an arm into the sleeve. You strike me as the kind of guy who likes to do a fair bit of backseat piloting, should we say, as I zip it up.
A backseat piloting? I'm not sure what you mean. I really want us to focus on our objectives. In terms of the chain of command, I suppose I am the leader of the expedition on paper, but I'm sure we can work something out in terms of shared authority.
Well, rest assured, if we run into anything and I reach behind a crate and pull out a large pipe wrench, I'll make sure to give it what for with this.
Yes, excellent. Everyone, examine your equipment. There's a storage crate back there that has several attachments and tools that we might need. I'm going to dig through it myself. You can see I attach kind of like extra satchels to the sides of my suit, and I get a rifle without a scope.
The old man propping it up the other suit, looking at you, Theodoric.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you allow me to help you then first.
I'll be quite all right. Just give you a moment, and I'll take out a cloth from my coat and begin wiping off the sweat from my face. I don't want to keep this man stink. I don't want to bring it in with me into my suit now.
Yes. Well, there is this one trick some of the misdivers do. They sometimes put in some fruit or herbs inside the suit.
It'll be a very nice smelling corpse too. I'll be sure to do that. Thank you. I'll take off.
Yeah, just remember to remove them because they will end up stinking the whole thing if they rot inside there.
I'll put out my arms and accept his assistance.
Also, do note he checking some bolts, some nuts on the suit. For the augmented folks who are wearing, do notice that the suit is double works as an augmentation. So make sure to get used to how much strength you need to pull into whatever you do. Might feel a bit unnatural.
I see. Thank you for the suggestion. I sit down on kind of like a wooden bench, and I'm holding the giant metal helmet in my lap. Tell me, bud. You seem quite the experienced fellow. Have you done this before?
Slipping an arm into my oversuit, affixing the cuff to my my augmented arm. I've done this a time or two.
Good.
Putting the other leg on.
Good.
The man is aiding you, Manuel. Like, hell, here. Let me.
Thank you. I open out kind of like this little front hole that I'm speaking through at the moment. Very well. We seem to be suited up, and I think we're getting very close to the drop location. We ready to go? Prepared? Everyone got their wits about them?
Ready as I'm ever gonna be. Are you?
I'm good.
I have all the faith in a highly augmented individual like you, Mud. Don't worry.
I shake out my my augmented leg, sort of hissing and ratcheting sounds coming from it.
When we're down on the surface, we're only going to have these limited shortwave radios to speak with, but they're incredibly short range and they're going to drain the batteries heavily. So use them sparingly. Mm-hmm. I'm going to clunk this down and seal up the rest of the helmet and sit down on the wooden chair.
I seal up my helmet as well and go to that box of attachments that were pointed out by Manuel, and I'll attach to my waist number of like detachable like holsters for notebooks and other pouches, and begin transporting all my notes and parchment and pens into it.
A tube, a brass tube from the ceiling starts shaking, and this distorted voice comes on. Approaching point of disembark. Please finish all preparations for our divers. We're gonna release the anchor in 10 minutes.
I grab this wooden weapon, crossbow with a bandolier of bolts attached to it. I spin it and hold it, sling it around, fix it to my back.
The old man. Hi, ready to hunt some sky baboons?
Hopefully that's the least of our concerns.
Yeah, they're puppies. Just bad reputation.
I clunk, stepping over the deck over to the cable that is dangling in the air, and I pull out my my belaying hook and attach it to the cable. I give everyone else just this exaggerated a thumbs up.
Some steam when you do these exaggerated moves from some tubes from your suit.
Lagging behind, I'm just finishing putting on a bandolier over my chest of 3 matchlock pistols, waving as I hurry over to them.
Very methodically, in no rush, no hurry, I hold in my arms a.
Uh-oh.
Give him a second.
I'm listening with bated breath.
Let me send him a message in Discord.
Sorry about that, guys.
There you go.
There we go.
We continue.
As I was saying, I'm holding a wagon essentially under my arm, and I click onto the cable and
Click. Are we ready?
The old man walks back to the table, trying to dig another olive, licking his mustache. Well, yeah, just you can wait here a little bit. He said 10 minutes. I'm gonna check all their equipment. We should be fine.
Okay.
If you need something, just holler over the tube.
Manuel nods and then flips open his mask a little bit. I guess we've got a little bit more time than we need.
I'm just so excited.
Yes.
If you're offering, I want some of those herbs. You said, what do you have? Do you have any peppermint? Sage, perhaps? I don't care how old it is.
Before he goes, stops mid climbing. I'll bring you something from the kitchen. All of you, just hold on a second there.
Making sure that my my handhold is firmly attached. I step down from the edge and find a sort of secluded corner, sit down, pull out a small booklet, start flipping through it.
Yeah.
There's
go ahead.
A big gust. Some of the shutters shake as a little bit of cloud or maybe the fog sips into inside the little the cabin. Nothing worrisome.
I walk over and I dig through the equipment satchels. I say, I feel like we've been a little sloppy here, but everyone should have one of these already, right? And I pull out, and it's a map of the Paris World Fair, and I hand a laminated map to my other two compatriots. All right. Do we know where the plant is that we're going to pick up, or is that the Theo's realm here?
I thought we were all given the job order. I thought we were all given the job order, but I'll look through my notes and find that. And I'll plant myself, close my hatch, and then I'll dig at my satchel and then bring up my journal and look at, and in the middle of it, there's a large piece of parchment titling and detailing the plant.
I hold up my book. Got all I need right here. Continue flipping through and looking at the notes.
The notes mention a very rare breed of flower. The information is being mostly lost through time, but it says to be a breed in between of a rose and orchid. It said that at night it releases a smell that is very soothing. Possible medical uses as well as embellishment. High society is very much interested in getting the flower, at least the seeds of the flower.
Well, Mr. De Esposo, we are looking for specifically a very rare rose orchid hybrid. You see, it's a thing that we people in high society really, we've heard legends of it, and we've narrowed it down to have been at this fair. And well, now that I recall, it's a beautiful smell at night. So it might, I don't know how that'll interact with the mist, but hopefully, I don't know if it'll like react the scent, if it'll combat the mist, but hopefully it'll make itself known. We just need the seeds, ideally.
Well, I hope that if we have time, we can swing by the main court of the World's Fair, because there are several shops that contain objects of historical import that we could perhaps bring back to our high altitude homes, things from the before time.
Maybe, but we have a very limited, I mean, you tell me, but we have a very limited amount of time.
Of course. The mission comes first.
I stand on my feet, close the book, start walking towards the other two. Well, in any case, let's remember our mission. Let's get in there and get out. And try not to get too many holes poked into us, okay?
Chum, 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 chum.
0, please.
The man returning with a little satchel. Well, all we had are oranges. That should fight back the miasma.
How old are they?
He picks up one. Used to be yellowish orange. Well, I can cut them open if you wish.
I don't want that. Thank you. I don't want fresh. I don't want living fruit in my suit. That will. No. Thank you. Though.
Be a help here and rip a little bit off of the rind and just shove it right into the helmet right here. I feel that this particular helmet has a little bit of a stink inside of it that I would like to get rid of.
Yes, will do. Walks over with a switchblade already cutting chunks of the orange. Are you ready?
Yes, just push it in there.
All right. Smell of olives alongside the orange. We're gonna drop the anchor pretty soon. You fellas all good?
Yes, let's do it. All right. I'm jostling in my seat, trying to get the orange peel to fall down into my suit.
Sounds of heavy walking above deck. Commotion. He walks over. The man walks over to the communication tube. Yells, "The divers are ready!" Soon enough, the ship shakes side to side heavily. All right, we're gonna descend from one of the highest points here. Should be the big old tower. Gonna do some climbing.
All right, let's do it.
Walks over to the other side, pulls out a big lever. Trapdoor, a large trapdoor opens.
I walk up, grab a hold of my my handhold as it's connected to the cable that the anchor is hooked onto. See you on the other side, fellas, as I step down over the edge and begin to slide down the...
I swear a little bit under my breath. What have I gotten into? And I follow immediately.
I give some time before joining, before looking around and opening up my the hatch on my helmet very briefly as I follow suit and take a trip and get a bit of a breeze before slamming it shut.
The thick mist, it's hidden by the sun, sometimes gives off a refraction of colors, of greens and purples, small particles of something floating through it. The first one descending, mud. A metallic structure can be seen from below the very point of it.
I squeeze on the handhold, engaging the brake as it begins to slow me down. As I descend lower, approaching this metallic point.
Feet make contact. Manuel, the second descending.
I grip the brake heavily, slowing down quite a bit, and I could see kind of like out of the fog. I can see the kind of like the shadowy top platform, and I can just barely make out a figure there. And I just kind of like grit my teeth and just kind of like head down, and I touch down with a little bit more speed than I expect. You're kind of like a banging sound of metal on metal.
The mist, words today, man. get pushed around you, Theo.
Gritting my teeth the whole way down. Following suit, having a steady grip on the brake as I descend, and look how quickly I am, encroaching on the back of Manuel as I begin to kind of slam the brake, kind of holding myself in midair, a little too uncomfortably high. With my free hand, I wave Manuel away from the drop point.
I walk over to Manuel, grab him by his shoulders, and begin to pull him out of the way, waving in return to Theo.
I descend and let go. Thumbs up.
Done.
All right. I immediately kind of reach over to the top of the visor of the helmet, and there's a external knob, and I twist the knob, and the glass on the helmet changes to kind of like a pink filter, and I can see much better through the fog. And I'm staring out onto the kind of like the grounds of the World's Fair, and I'm staring. I'm looking for plant matter of any kind.
There is overgrowth all around. Some rusty cars, and it feels as if the party was here yesterday. Were it not for the overgrowth.
Yeah, I just continue to scan, look for this distinctive flower that we've all decided to see, look for. I know we're high up, but
you can roll.
Sure.
I'm not sure which would be. Aware?
Okay.
Yes.
Let me do aware.
Written in French, though very known to you. The wonderful botanical arts of the world. There's a large section with golden metallic gates leading to the section where much likely will be at.
Well, that's just the obvious place where it's going to be. I pointed out. I point out directly the botanical gardens to the other two through the shortwave radio.
For Theo and Mud, there's only thick whitish fog.
It's down there.
I switched to the pink spectrum on the visor.
I walk over to the railing, switching it as well. I peer over the edge down below. Are you sure that's not a bistro?
It's a botanical garden. It's what they used to hold unusual plants in. It just makes sense that it's going to be there. Although perhaps a bistro is what we would have preferred, something more delicious. But we just got to get down there.
Well,
the mist gently waving around all of you.
I join them and squint at what he's pointing at. Ideally, it would be a greenhouse of some kind. It's windows on all sides. And inspecting it.
Up ahead, almost out of view, glass walls can be seen.
All right. Well, you might be onto something, Manuel.
All right. This is going to be an easier mission than I even dreamed of. But let's start heading down this tower.
Okay.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. I spot kind of a windswept rickety stairs downwards with kind of like a railing that's seen better days. I clutch close to the sides of the interior sides of the structure as I descend through the steps.
Letting the two go ahead of me, I've switched out the wagon for the crossbow. The wagon now on my back, keeping a keen eye on my surroundings.
I follow behind Manuel, boots clanking the ground below, the metal ground below, and just mirroring his touching of the tower, but being very delicate the whole way down. Just grazing the glove of my suit.
Metal creaking all the way down. Yeah. After a few rolls, the creaking gets more and more intense.
I stop.
I keep going.
I continue walking ahead of Theo and stop.
I'll put my hand on your back. Okay.
Yeah. The creaking continues on for Manuel, but subdued. Manuel, you can roll finesse, but make it easy.
Finesse easy.
Your feet almost touches this rusty, rotten spot of the staircase that is just waiting to be stepped on and give in.
I radio back to the others. If you're coming down, there's a spot right here. I point down at the spot that seems to be damaged. We're gonna have to be pretty careful right here. At that, I'm going to take a couple steps more and then kind of turn around and wait for the others.
I slam my hand on Mud's back, issuing to go.
I respond back in the radio. Thank you kindly. And continue walking slowly, noticing the spot on the stairs. I carefully step over it, letting Theo go ahead of me. With a sharp kick, I bang and attempt to knock out the stairs, or knock out the one step.
It
Success? Clicks or snaps off and is sort of hanging. With another kick, it breaks free. Bang, bang, bang. Against the ground.
A mist around it, soaring.
I follow the order and walk ahead, but the moment I hear the snapping and the clanging, I look back, shaking my head in the suit, and I turn back around and walk back. I continue down.
Manuel, after more rolls, the floor now visible. A lot of old newspaper still flowing around, not really following any wind direction. Sometimes swirling, sometimes gets dragged on and stops, changes direction.
Once I'm on kind of one of the lower floors, I'm going to whip out the laminated map, and my eyes kind of like are drilling a hole in one particular spot in the map, which is De Beers Diamonds in the central plaza of the Paris World Fair. So I'm kind of like searching around, trying to look for that building on this lower deck of the Eiffel Tower. Let's see. Awareness.
Aware. Mm-hmm. A very large statue of a woman in robes. She's holding something in her hands, unknown to someone from the New Times.
Spherical diamond.
I kneel down, scooping up a windswept newspaper. I begin to flip through it, searching for an itinerary or a directory of all the different displays.
Intellect.
I don't know the language. It is
many words with 3 consonants next to one another.
I crumple the paper up and throw it.
I'm going to turn around and ask, not valuable, eh? You're not a collector of these paper scraps?
I turn back. It's just not what we're looking for.
The paper, Theo.
Yeah, I'll look back at Mud and see him above, higher across the tower. Issue.
The paper that was thrown kind of gently flies back, uncrumbling itself.
I don't want to waste the... Mud, are you coming down or not?
A slow, methodical pace. I continue.
And don't fret, this place is already dirty.
I ain't hurting nothing.
Let me see here. I'll pick up that paper that gingerly flew to me. Looking. Well, I see that greenhouse. Sorry. Did I turn off the comms? I'll take an eye on the map and look for things related to machinery within the fair, or mechanical marvels or something to that effect.
Intellect.
Pass. Looking at it, we'll say on the map pointed out, on the itinerary pointed out, emphasizing the mechanical marvel that is the fully bronzed man, allegedly sentient. Come see. But I crumble it and join Mud's action, shaking my head at it.
The world below, weirdly still, if not for floating particles and the unusual swing and forth of light debris.
All right. I point in the general direction of the botanical gardens and gesture towards the others to come. I sigh a little that I wasn't able to find the diamonds, but proceed on my way.
I follow in suit. I flip a strap on my back, and the wagon held on by a handle. It unfolds and begins to roll behind me.
A very large clunk as the wagon stops.
Turn around to look behind me.
Look at the wheels with them.
A skeleton, all entangled in the wheel. Nope, just rags of whatever it was wearing.
I undo the strap holding onto the handle as I kneel down and start to fiddle with the wheel, trying to get the bones untangled from its spokes.
Theo, roll aware, please.
Yes.
The large statue, the bubbles forming in the woman's hand changes itself into a different oblong shape in the distance.
Looking at Mud very desperately, I'll pat Manuel's back and issue up, pointing at the statue.
Tinged in pink due to the lenses in your visors.
Say again, sorry.
It's tinged in pink.
Oh, tinged in pink. Okay, yeah. I stare up at this spherical diamond that I once saw. Just kind of like look at. Yeah, it's a diamond. What? It's a sphere. And I'm astounded by the change. Is this
pulses once and then changed shape?
Is this? I'm going to look over to Theo and kind of make a shrugging gesture. Is this a technology that they had? This the morphing statue?
No, this is beyond the realm of science as far as I'm concerned.
I stand up, sort of walking up behind them. Looks like a sideshow act to me.
Hopefully.
Well, no. All the more reason to keep our visit short. We don't want to see everything that can do, I suppose. I'm going to kind of like look at it awkwardly and then head towards the botanical gardens again. Set out towards the botanical gardens. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to wait for the skeleton to be untangled first.
The skeleton has been untangled.
All right. Well, that poor sap didn't get to see our new world, and now we're going to go get that flower, I suppose. Yeah, trudging towards the botanical gardens.
I lag a bit and begin staring at the morphing shape, flicking through the various visors that I have access to. I try to identify the texture, zooming, doing various things with it.
Once the visor is changed, for half a second, one of the visors, there's a blinding light inside your suit, and it flashes back to normal.
I keep going through them, trying to find one that'll give me a better scope of that, and namely its texture, the shape's texture. If it's reflective or
all the other visors make so the mist is too thick to properly see the statue. Your field of view reduces way too much.
I start walking after Manuel. I call out, "Hold on a minute. I think Theo's onto something."
I clunk and I stand in place. Any insight, Mr. Technology?
No, none of our advisors here are quite giving me what I want. I'm trying to check it for if it's reflective. I can't quite make it out if it's just opaque or not. What do you mean, Bud?
I start walking up to the statue, climbing up on the platform that it's set upon.
Chung, chung.
I reach up, start pulling at the hand, trying to break it off.
Roll.
Ooh.
Very simply, very easily break the large stone arm off. Start walking it over to the other two with this object in his hand.
Manuel's gonna kind of like clunk backwards a little bit, try to get away from this object in the hand. Clunk. What the hell is that thing? Yeah, I can't help but I'm just gonna stare at this shape changing thing.
It pulses once again and kind of changes to a different form, still mostly oblong. It feels leathery but dry and porous texture to it.
I switch back to the pink visor and slowly make my way over to them. Is it reflective at all, or is it just a single solid color?
I say no, it's not reflective.
Damn.
It's some sort of leathery fruit, something like that. I don't quite understand. Is it real? I'm going to clunk, walk up to it and holding the rifle under my arm, I'm going to prod it with the butt of the rifle.
It sticks to the butt of the rifle, and as it's pulled back, it's really not. You can feel some pullback.
I'm gonna wrench the butt of the rifle back, trying to get it off of it.
Theo, you should come take a look at this.
I'm making my way.
The thing, it latches. A piece of itself breaks off, but there's a big chunk still stuck on the butt of the rifle and starts slowly trying to envelop the rifle.
Oh shit!
What's going on? Did you put that? What kind of experiments are you doing here?
We're trying to figure out if this thing's valuable, and I'm going to.
You just had to ask. Of course it is. Look at this.
I'm going to, as if it was mere dog shit, I'm going to kind of try to scrape it off of the butt of the rifle onto the ground, trying to just get it off of the rifle.
You can roll.
What should I roll?
Strength. It would
Body.
be,
Body. All right. Here we go. That is a success.
Like thin strands start snapping off from the contact point, and it kind of lays on the floor, pulsating every now and then.
All right,
heavy thud as the arm falls to the ground. All right, everybody back away from this thing. There's no way this thing is safe.
Absolutely.
It's a living thing, it looks like.
We don't know that
Very
yet.
Slowly
listen to Mud.
Tries to extend some tentacles to touch the feet of your arm or your suit, Mud.
I
get away from it.
Quickly stepping away, trying to keep a wide berth around it. Whatever it is, I think we pissed it off.
From within the mist.
I flip over the rifle and bring it to my shoulder, looking for the source of this hideous bird noise.
Up above, nearby the tower, a leathery winged creature. It glows. Certain patches on its skin glows in pink with the visor. There's a small swarm of them.
I spin around with the crossbow, aiming at the swarm. Look alive, gentlemen.
I take out one of the pistols in my right hand and don't look up. I look around at the location that Manuel was pointing us to while we were on the tower.
With the pink visor clearly visible, the glass house.
While kind of like stepping backwards, my rifle still pointed at this swarm of birds. I'm going to try to back away from the goo egg situation and towards the greenhouse.
This way.
What?
I look around in the direction of the greenhouse, and I notice a different building, one made out of stone. It says energy exhibit over top. I start running towards that direction.
With the running, the cloud of flying creatures swooping around all of you, little teeth like piranha mouths, bat creatures latch onto the glass visor, like, trying to get a bite and flying off around you. Some going for the leathery parts of the suit. You can all react.
No.
Yeah. So I will kind of like, with this gauntleted hand, I'm going to like squash one of these bats off my shoulder and just like throw it to the ground like a wet tissue.
You can attack.
Okay. Should I attack or defend? Or
Attack.
Ranged or defend? Okay, great. Let me do it. Melee fail.
The creature gets squeezed apart, though another one quickly latches onto below your armpit, starts gnawing through the suit. Oh. No, there's some rubbery. Its teeth not tearing in. Theo.
I
swarmed.
Sorry.
You're swarmed by the tiny creatures.
I toss I pass the pistol over to my left hand and bat them away with my right, and wildly shooting in the direction of any one of them.
Roll.
Pass.
The large bang, 5 from within the swarm, 5 of these tiny creatures drop to the floor. Still a cacophony of flapping around all of you. Mutt.
Quickly, in the same manner as Manuel, grabbing at them, trying to swat them away from my face in a spinning fit of rage.
One of the tiny creatures on the leg of the suit rips a tear into, damages the suit. Manuel.
Manuel is going, or I'm going to pull the rifle to my shoulder and just try to shoot at some of them within the swarm, just to reduce their numbers. Fail.
This just breaks apart the formation and reform once again. 3 of the creatures start swooping down to get you.
Get them off of me!
Into the greenhouse, fast!
Get moving!
You can now all do finesse.
All right.
Fail.
Ooh, fail.
Fail.
Let's start. Theo, your feet squishes something soft, tumbles you on your back, crushing a tiny creature and trying to run. Thrown on the floor.
I struggle and wiggle around like a turtle for a moment before looking at the dead pistol in my hand and throwing it in randomly to my side.
My foot catches on a stray brick, and I'm bang, 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 bang on the ground, quickly trying to scramble to my feet.
I'm kind of like awkwardly striding forward, and I kind of like do a little half skip and fall forward in the heavy suit. And all I can see is the brickwork in front of my helmet. And I'm trying to push myself up and try to scramble and crawl towards the greenhouse.
I cry out, yelling, "The orange! Throw the orange peel!"
I'm not opening my suit.
Just hold your breath. You'll be fine.
It's a risky maneuver, Mud.
I'm not doing it, Mud. This gas will kill you slow.
I'd sooner recommend that you maybe exhaust some of the bladder so that it might boost you up if you're having trouble.
Yeah, I think Manuel is going to, or I am going to crawl over to a bench and then just kind of like try to pull myself up so I can get back onto 2 feet again. Body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not quite. I slump down again. My 2 hands on the bottom of the bench.
Creatures around start like to crawl around all over the suit of your bodies as a unified strike against everybody.
Oh no!
It's their little teeth trying to break and tear tubes, and it's a hit. You can react. You can defend.
I roll around on the ground trying to get these creatures to get off of me, rolling towards a bench, trying to fit underneath it. Success.
I'm going to. I'm sorry.
You're good.
No, please. I apologize.
I was done.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm going to struggle and punch around at these things flying around me, and very frantically looking at the gauge around my wrist at how much air we have.
Yeah. So I can hear all these little creatures, like when they're gnawing on different parts of the suit, it makes a slightly different noise. So I can zero in when I can hear them biting on a specific, like the soft and leather parts of the suit. So what I do is I focus on swatting the ones that are beneath my armpits and just kind of like squashing them by moving my arms and stuff like that. So I'm going to defend. Mm-hmm. No, not quite.
There is a few squish here and there, though. They do tear. You all end up, except for Mud. All the suits have been damaged once again.
I stand on my feet, sort of batting these things away. I look around on the ground. I see an umbrella, sort of moth-eaten. I snatch it up and begin to swat in the air with the open umbrella, trying to clear these things away from my friends.
Roll.
Success.
Some of the creatures being flung side to side. They start dispersing, going overhead, still circling you, though they stop gnawing on your collective suits.
Oh, God damn it.
Well, you saved me quite a bit of air there. I was afraid I'd have to, like I said, expunge this.
I reach down, grab Manuel, start pulling him up, walk over. This is no place to die. Come on, into the greenhouse. Theo, you okay?
Yes, thanks to you.
The rifle. I grab the rifle as I'm pulled up to my feet. Thank you, Mud. You saved me. Let's get in there.
The rifle is covered with half covered now with the thing once again, glued to the floor.
This thing's useless. I'm gonna toss it aside into the grass.
Up above.
Without another moment, I begin marching forward very slowly towards the greenhouse.
Following in, pulling open the door of the greenhouse, sort of gesturing for everybody to come inside.
Thank you.
When
the swarm swoops in down, almost diving to go into the greenhouse, but they stop. Some of them land with their glowing three eyes and their foreheads, and twist their head around and fly off. Not one getting closer into the greenhouse, entering in.
Narrowly making it. I sort of scuffed up a fair bit of the tires on the wagon. Is anyone hurt? Anybody? Somebody breathed in some of that godforsaken stuff?
No. We got some holes in my suit, but I think everything's not holes, but a bit of the machinery is damaged, but I think I'm all right.
A couple scratches, but I think the suit integrity is holding for now. What the hell were those things? They just mutated by the fog.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Just other bizarre anomalies. I haven't seen anything quite as abundant as that before myself.
Well, if that's any indication of what this fog does to creatures, we ought to be exceptionally careful. Keep your eyes peeled.
Completely overgrown inside the greenhouse. Though any of the plants, they're unknown to you. The floor feels soft.
The the name. We shouldn't get into folklore, but remember the thing that we're looking for is like a mixture of a rose and an orchid. So it'd be very beautiful. Again, we need the seeds, but hopefully in all this mess, we can find it alone. And not have to dig for seeds in dirt.
Well, there's a cloud of spores swirling in the air.
I look around the ground for like maintenance equipment, like a rake, and pick one up. All right. Grab something sharp, ideally. I could just find this, but keep an eye out, dig through some vines, and we'll see what we can find.
I start to walk through the main thoroughfare of the greenhouse. I notice off to one side a door leading outwards. Look around, begin to cut through one of the alley or one of the aisleways of the platforms, walking towards that door.
While catching my breath, I kind of haltingly stumble towards a. It looks like a kind of like a gardener's shed that's been decayed for however many years, and I kind of like yank it open, and I find a heavily rusted machete, and I pull it out of there, and I close it up. I can also see there's like a balcony within this giant greenhouse, and I can see that there are quite a few corpses, skeletal corpses, kind of like hanging off of the balcony. And I start to make my way over there. Perhaps there's some valuables left over as I hack through the overgrowth.
I follow behind Manuel and look on the ground, inspecting it behind his feet.
Many corpses. There's hanging stuff from above, bulbs and vines. Some corpses as well.
Through the door, I peer through, trying to open it. Peer through.
A little bit of resistance that gives in.
The rusty hinges give a loud creak as they open. Inspect sort of the alleyway between the two buildings, looking for any creatures.
Looks as barren as the first stepping into the place. Back to the balcony. At least 3 corpses, all skeletons.
Manuel says, perhaps we should take a small break to deal with some personal or professional matters. And I drop the machete to the ground and begin to loot the wedding rings from these corpses and dropping them into the little side satchel that I have. Did you know that before the great disaster that everyone used to wear diamond rings on their fingers if they were married? It's incredible. I'm just pulling off all the bands and kind of like searching for necklaces and stuff. I'm not quite pulling out the golden teeth, but I am looking to see who has gold fillings.
I dig through the pockets of the various corpses, just glancing at his grave robbing.
That's the spirit.
Not quite. I'm hoping that one of these was a gardener in charge of this facility.
There is a rusty key in one of the pockets, as well as a very old, not working pocket watch.
You want this? I'll offer Manuel the pocket watch.
Yes, of course.
Engraved.
Of course. I'll sort it out. Sort it out later.
But a key here. That shed you were just in didn't have. It wasn't locked, right?
That was rotted away. It contained a mass of rotted tools. Whatever that key is to, it's probably something a little bit sturdier.
Hopefully, I was hoping. Never mind.
In the alleyway, I walk towards the other building, looking for another side door. I find a rotted out wooden door. I try the handle, trying to open it.
It breaks off into your hand. The piece, the log, the wood's been rotten long ago.
Just throw it to the ground. Very gingerly push the door.
It crumbles once it hits
turns
the
to
floor.
mulch. Enter into the energy exhibit.
Dark inside the exhibit. Just a little bit of light peering in. I feel corpses.
Reach into a bag, pull out a copper pipe with a 90 in it. Slide it into a burlap loop on my chest. Dull yellow light glows through.
Illuminating particles in the air. A little bit of the mist swirls being visible. There's some strange machines in expositions. In exposition, their plate naming them has been corroded long ago. Some look somewhat like boats. There's a centerpiece, a metallic tube with glass parts. Back to Manuel.
My desire for gold satiated for now. I grasp the rusty machete and say, "Well, back to work. Any idea where in this greenhouse the target flower might be?"
No, everything is just so abundant. I mean, I'm keeping an eye out behind you, hoping that something like a path might come up or something, and I'll rake it through. But until then, maybe something. Of course, this key might be something important. Maybe like a glass exhibit, if we're lucky. Speaking of which, and I'm going to, Mr. Amber, Mud, have you found a lock of some kind?
No response.
He's out of radio range, or perhaps he's stumbled over himself. I saw him go through this door over here. Does this lead to elsewhere in the greenhouse? I trudge open and kind of like look through the door, and I can see this like swinging door exposed to the outside. He's left. Little bit more greedy than I even. Good for
the rapscallion. Well, I don't think we have time for sightseeing. I think we're on a good path.
Well, I turn back to the greenhouse and I clang with my machete on one of the small poles that has a label on it. On the surface of the label, it says the native flora of South America. I say, I think these correspond to the continents of the world. Do we know what continent this flower is from? Perhaps that can help us narrow it down.
To my understanding, it was Greek.
Greek.
Looking through all of the different displays, Jacob's ladder and plasma balls and such, I start perusing, looking for a series of tubes and electrical components and magnets all put together, looking for a magnet propelled proof of concept weapon in this area.
The Belek Arch. There's a large arch up ahead. There's many proof of concept weaponry up ahead.
I begin to approach.
Some metallic with metallic bulbs coming out of it. There's a piece that seems to be some sort of gas or flamethrower. Back to Manuel. The poles are arranged in they are marked around the exhibit as if they were the real map, a world map itself.
Greece is part of Europe, was it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess this overgrown patch is what remains of whatever plants used to live in Europe then, and I start kind of like slicing crudely with a machete at the European patch of vines. See anything?
There is covered in all sort of overgrown
Vines.
There's a shape of a dome covered in overgrown.
Stay your blade, sir.
Ooh.
A dome. Well, a calculated strike may do this. Although, and I'll step ahead of Manuel and towards the dome and inspect its, below rim to see how it's sealed in.
It's properly locked with a lock for a keyhole.
Let me try this out, and I'll attempt with the key, inserting it in, twisting.
Goes in, twist, chuck, chuck, chuck. Back to mud.
Looking through the various proof weapons, I come across an exhibit for an invention known as the railgun. An array of magnets laid in parallel. The diagram showing the rapid acceleration and the potential for meters per second.
It's being held by some rope above the ceiling. Very little rust on it. The cannon, the part is as long or as tall as a man would be.
That'll work. I begin to look around for a means to get closer. I see a staircase leading into a balcony area up top.
Back to the greenhouse.
All right. So would you like to transport this, or would that honor be mine?
I've got quite a few satchels here that unsullied by the gold and silver that we've looted. Yeah, put it right in here.
Let's just hope this is it. I mean, and I'll begin to lift the dome, the dirty dome, and let's pray, and raising it up at what it was hiding.
Some of the roots and grass and vines snap it off easily.
And I will look at what we have in there.
It's almost fossilized, clearly matching the descriptions of the orchid rose.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, there's nothing that this can do on its own, but hopefully seeds are still good, and we'll be done here. And begin to I'd lift the small pot that it's in and bring it over to you. If you're okay with getting dirty, you can just stick the whole thing in. You'll probably be fine.
Yes. Very well. I feel that with this in hand, we can continue some extracurriculars. Although these bodies are well looted in here, perhaps that's what Mud is already up to. Finding the. There's a De Beers location in the Central Plaza. Have you heard of De Beers? Ancient diamond merchants.
I lift up the lid of this Manuel's satchel and begin to just pour the whole thing in, dirt and all. I have not, no.
All right. Well, depending on how much air we have left, we might wait to take a little detour. I'm going to start broadcasting again. I'm going to crank up the gain on my shortwave. Start broadcasting again to Mud. Mud, are you there? Come in, Mud.
The faint signal coming through sound and noise. I turn the radio off as I'm looking around for a maintenance closet on the second floor.
There is one right next to the staircase you ascended.
I walk over to the heavy door and find it locked. Take the butt of the crossbow and try to break off the. I'm good at it, so that's a success. Pull the door open. I find the pulley system for the ropes of the suspended displays. I begin to peruse the one
labeled in French, though they have arrows pointing up and down.
I methodically begin to look, taking it piece by piece, bit by bit.
Little by little, side by side, angle by angle, the railgun descends until a ka-chung can be heard. Back to the garden.
All right, let's head to De Beers, shall we?
Shall we? What are you looking for there?
More of these golden diamonds, of course. It's can't go wrong with that as currency. You know that the Neo-Tibetans love golden diamonds, and you know how what a big political force they are.
May I? Do you certainly need my aid in this venture?
It's nice to have someone's back, and we can split the proceeds 50-50, unless you would like to just survive on the normal proceeds of this job, I suppose.
I'll look at my air gauge on my wrist. I don't know. We've been here for quite a while. And those things are still out there.
My understanding is that the De Beers jewelry store was a closed location when it was in operation. So presumably we'll have some cover from the creatures, but I would say just live a little. Think about your career. Hope maybe this academia doesn't work out for you. You always want to have a couple diamonds, couple gold rings to fall back on. Hmm?
No, I don't think I do. If it's all the same to you, please give me that satchel if you intend to venture off.
Very well.
Mud.
Descending down the stairs, heavily breathing from the rapid motion of pulling these pulleys down, rather. I walk over to the railgun and lift it up. Its large frame, looking somewhat normal in my larger grip. Start looking around on some of the scattered tables for magnetic material to launch out of this thing.
Right next to its pedestal, there are some example ammunition, metallic discs. They're all engraved with the name of someone long gone. There's at least 10 of them, all beautifully arranged.
Snatch them all up, place them into my bag. I start walking towards the main door.
Back to the garden.
I turn around at the initial entrance, and begin walking towards it, taking the satchel from Manuel and putting it onto the belt of, joining my notebook and what have you around my belt. If you need any help, I won't turn off my communicator. So if we're in range, I'll shoot what I can. You're still my ally.
Very well, very well. Manuel's. I am going to head out the side entrance towards the De Beers diamond or jewelry shop ruins that I saw on the map.
They're not so far from the garden. Actually, just a small walk.
In the courtyard, now out of the front door, I see Manuel heading towards the De Beers store, and I begin to follow suit.
Ah, there you are. I turn on the radio. Radio issues? Well, I'm going to gesture towards him, and I'm going to, with a metallic clad hand, I'm going to smear off the years and years of dirt and grime that has accumulated on the glass cases. And you can see kind of haphazardly little gold rings and stuff sitting on black velvet underneath. With a crash, I'm going to bring the rusty machete down and break open the jewelry case.
Many shining speckles.
There's
a beautifully golden blue jay encrusted with many different types of crystals.
I'm going to start grabbing them and shoving them into the bag as fast as I can, and I gesture over.
I look out beyond the door of the entrance of the greenhouse with the flying creatures. Seeing it's calm for now, the
tower in view.
Begin towards the tower, scanning the area, and keep my eye catching the amorphous thing that we brought down. Keeping my eye on it.
It's still glued to the hand and not really moving, but pulsating. Back to Manuel and Mud.
I wave a hand in front and I put up a number 2 pointing to my radio as I click to channel 2 on the radio.
I crunch around and change the settings to channel 2. Ah, yes. It looks like you fixed it. Is that so, Mud?
Walking over to the door of the shop, I close it. What exactly are you doing here?
Well, filling my pockets a little bit. What do you think I'm doing?
What do you plan to use these diamonds for? Slowly walking forward.
What are my plans for the diamonds? These are my retirement, of course.
Theo, the tower, the steps of the tower clanking on the way up. Still and calm.
I stop at the amorphous thing, kind of levitating where it is, and without turning on the comms, can you hear me? Towards the amorphous thing.
It pulses with when you raise your voice.
I'll dig through my things, my satchel for a moment, and pull out a glass vial and uncork it. We come in peace, whatever you are. I believe I have friends that may want to study you. Well, if you can even understand what I'm doing here. I will get very slowly approach you, and a thing of you, a piece of you, please get into this. And I will go towards it, hand outstretched with the vial.
It slowly, like molasses, starts trying to envelop the tube.
Just inside, please. I want you to have a nice, safe journey.
Back to Margin.
I look sort of down at the wagon that I have with me. It's all chock full of items and different weaponry and material. How are you planning on carrying all those diamonds?
Diamonds are relatively light, you know. I've got this satchel. Got a haul full of gold. It seems like you're quite loaded up with whatever sorts of things you found. Looks like a weapon of some kind. That's very interesting. I know that the Neo-Tibetans love those as well.
Pull out the rail gun. It's got this large crank handle on the side. Yeah, this is quite the beauty. Still don't know how it works. I begin to crank it.
There's a light static.
An interesting toy, my friend. You can see kind of. Excuse me. My eyes narrow a little bit at this unusual display. My hand turns up to the channel selector and clunks over to 1.
Theo. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
It clunks over to 1, and I begin to speak something to Theo.
Theo, the thing went a little bit inside the vial now, as well as a bit above it.
The moment I hear the static click of you connecting back to me, I jump and immediately drop it onto the ground. Aha!
Theo, I found our friend here. He's made his own collection of equipment, and we're heading back post haste. Everything okay over with the plant?
It's great. It's great. I look at the ground. Please tell me you didn't shatter.
Vial is intact, cushioned by the thing itself.
Now get inside and okay. And I'll cork it inside.
There's a snap as it breaks off. Mutt.
Cranking. The static grows louder and louder. I pull out one of the discs. They had these in there as well. I think these are the ammunition as I place it into the weapon.
It snatches.
Going to do a little live fire experiment, Mud. Well, be sure to aim it outside.
I turn to Manuel and say, I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, you thought you were getting out of here alive. Well, we'll see.
Manuel is going to toss the machete at Mud. Here we go. Success. The machete kind of clangs and rotates and sticks within the firing mechanism of the railgun.
At the same time, the blade now adhering to the magnets on the inside, I pull the trigger, and the disc along with the machete is rent into 1,000 shards as the glass barrel, the end of it is snapped apart. Several of the magnets go flying. You bastard! I drop it to the ground. I begin to rush you. I begin to run towards you.
Theo.
I inspect the vial again and look at the cork and ensure that it's staying tight, and I'm trying to force it on. And I turn away. I'm going to make my way back now. Let Mr. Abercrombie know, if you find him, what we're doing here. I'll see you up top. And I begin to go towards the tower.
Ching, ching, ching. Back to Manuel.
I take a awkward step backwards and say, "He's gone mad! Help!" And I'm going to clunk the frequency back to channel 2. Mud, we can speak about this. We can both get away with what we want. Your gold, my gold, your equipment. You don't have to do this.
I reach behind me and I pull out a gnarly looking hunting knife or like a utility knife. I say, but if you're dead, I get all the money. I begin to walk towards you with the blade out front.
Halfway now.
What do you mean he's gone mad?
Over the broken step. You're too far for communications through radio.
Manuel, Mr. Well, I'm no. Who am I even talking to? Well, I'm still going to head up. If I'm going to resume my trek up.
Back to the kerfuffle.
Methodically approaching, cutting you off between where you are and the exit. I start to approach you slowly with the blade, kind of scaring you, jabbing it towards you.
I'm still awkwardly clanking backwards. I'm with a spare arm. I'm going to push a cash register from the counter, so it clangs right in front of us to slow you down. Let's see. Is that a finesse, you guys think? What do you think?
Yeah. Your choice.
Yeah.
Okay, finesse. Ooh, success.
Failure. I step back as the cha-ching and some paper money flies out. It sort of creates a little bit more distance between you and I.
Theo, the ropes with the hooks in the end visible.
Well, this might be a bad call. I'm going to take out a small utility knife from my side and begin to look at the there's only, I apologize, there's only one rope. Well, I'm going to grab onto a hook. And seeing the three there, I'm going to begin to take that knife and kind of undo it, removing the screws and taking it off from the line. With the little mechanism, I toss it over the side of the tower and grab the furthest most one and begin to engage it.
Back to Mud and Mino.
Come on, man. Just one little cut. You'll cough a little bit and it'll all be over.
I'm going to desperately dive over. I've been blocked off by mud. I'm going to desperately dive over the jewelry cases, smashing them in the process to tumble towards the exit. I'm gonna do body. Ooh.
I make a wide sweeping slash as he attempts to dive.
There is a encrusted silver cane next to you, Mino. Walking cane.
I desperately grab for the cane and get onto climb up onto my ass and then kind of like awkwardly scooch my way towards the exit door. Mud, you maniac! There's nothing to be gained here. Look how much this is worth. And then I'm going to
finish your.
I'm going to awkwardly get to my feet and prepare to turn and run.
Mechanism engaged. It begins to whiz to life as I am thrusted up the line.
It's the cloud dissipate, the fog.
The free hand
inside the lower deck. There's nobody there. Back to the guys.
Good.
I'm going to. It's really hard for me, but I'm going to rotate 180 degrees in place so I can start running towards the Eiffel Tower.
I chase after him, the utility knife still held aloft, and as he turns, I again try to slash down. Success.
Do I get a defense or?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Desperately, I bring the cane up. It clangs against the silver cane, and you can see kind of like sapphires and silver fragments kind of like tumble off of this ornate cane. I start to run towards the Eiffel Tower.
Back in the airship, Theo, complete silence.
Beginning to decompress the helmet. I take it off. I just kind of throw it down to the ground. Hello? I'll look around for anybody here. Can anyone hear me?
No answer. Back to Mutt.
Following after Manuel, I snatch a weapon from the wagon. Another tube actuated weapon. I slam one of the tubes into the side, and it lights up, and it starts to whir in my hand as I try to aim it and fire a shot of electricity. Success.
Ooh. I can hear some sort of noise behind me, and as I approach one of the supports of the Eiffel Tower, let's see if I can make it.
The jolt of lightning arcs across your back into the helmet. I begin to quickly, with a slight limp, having been knocked to the ground, start approaching as quick as I can. Manuel.
Theo.
I look at take out the vial from my side. Looks like you and I are the only keeping me company for now until I find what's going on here. There should be a support team down here. What's going on? And I'll begin to kind of go up the staircase from the lower deck.
Chung. Mud and Manuel.
I slowly approach, standing over top Manuel, sort of plop down on top of him. Utility knife in my hand. Well, Mr. De Esposo, any last words before I steal your retirement and come out of here the richest man in all of the skies?
You fool! We could have split it all. You can still... I won't tell anyone. I won't tell a soul, Mud.
Spin the blade around, hold it high above my head as I rear back to plunge it.
I desperately raise my arm to block this blow with my suit. Is that an 8 or a 9?
That's an 8.
Okay. 98. Okay. Sorry.
Still a failure.
I'm able to excuse me. I begin to squirm my way out. The Tesla electricity is slightly wearing off. I'm trying to squirm my way out beneath mud. Success. I shove Mud so he's off balance a little bit with my right foot and push myself back against this pillar of the Eiffel Tower. And I rise to start fleeing up the Eiffel Tower.
Theo, up above, corpses all around, burn marks on the walls, broken crates.
My grip on the vial kind of tenses up. What's happened here? Someone speak to me! Can anybody hear me?
On the corner, with a knife on its chest, the old man with the mustache. Pirates.
Are they still here?
No. They ransacked us. Coughs. They destroyed the main engine. We're derelict.
Are you? No. I'm just gonna run over to him, just stomping as quick as I can in the suit, inspecting the wounds.
Back to Mud and.
All right, Manuel's, or excuse me, I am fleeing up the stairs of the Eiffel Tower. I'm exhausted. Yeah. Fail. I lose. I let out an exhausted wheeze and fall to my knees right in front of that missing step.
Swiftly coming up from behind, seeing him take a knee, I begin to slow my pace, methodically stepping up each step. I gotta hand it to you, Manuel. You're you just don't know how to quit. You know, we could have used a guy like you on our crew. Shame you got to die, though. As I continue to step by step climb up.
Is this political for you? Are you part of? Are you an American? Is that what this is about? Is that you've always hated the Europeans? Is that we've worked with you, but you like I said, you don't have to do this, but maybe your country calls for it.
My mechanical arm, I look at it, I pull a lever on it, and the hand rotates 180. I click it back down, and a sharp hook is now my hand. I begin to climb towards you and say, American? I'm a pirate, as I wrench down and try to strike you with it. Success.
Okay. I'm going to roll at the last moment. I'm going to attempt to roll at the last moment towards the main body of the Eiffel Tower. Ooh, that's a fail.
The hook plunges into your shoulder, tearing through the canvas, the waxed canvas of the suit. I begin to pull down, trying to tear it.
Theo, the man coughing more blood. You have about 5 minutes of buoyancy before the ship crashes down. I'm sorry. and he goes limp.
I sit down next to his corpse, staring at the vial, pondering it.
It pulses every now and then, changes form a little bit. Back to Manuel and Mud.
The kind of like the stuffy interior of Manuel's suit is suddenly full of cool, fresh, sort of honeysuckle smelling air, and he takes a deep breath. It's almost kind of like refreshing after this long period of wearing this horrible suit, and he says, "If that's the way you want to do it, then that's the way we'll do it." And I'm going to try to grab hold of Mud's arm and then roll myself and Mud off the side of the Eiffel Tower. Okay. I need it. Let's see if I do it. Oh, fail.
Holding on to you, I'm sort of pressed against the railing as we're both in this struggle. We're at a standstill. We're both locked.
All right.
Theo, the ship starts swaying back and forth.
I don't think I quite have, staring at the vial, I don't think I quite have enough time to get my helmet on and descend into whatever profane outcome the mist would do to my body. You were a little benign curiosity, I'll admit, and not for me. But it's only appropriate that I guess I die with it as an experiment of myself. And I'll kind of tense my grip even further and shatter the vial in my hand.
Back to
my gambit failed.
Holding you in that I know that you have an advantageous position. Any little push or shove could make a difference.
Yes. I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to attempt to squirm out of the suit entirely.
Hard.
Okay. Okay, so this is finesse. Ooh, not quite. Fail. I've ripped off the helmet. The helmet tumbles down to the Eiffel Tower, but I'm still wearing the rest of the suit, and I'm still hooked in with this hook.
I rear back a fist and sock you across your face.
Okay. With a still gloved hand, I try to block.
Success.
Success.
My fist caught in your grip.
Theo, there's some cuts from the shard of the vial. The little blob thing starts slowly enveloping your hand, a tingling, almost burning sensation, not really painful. There's some suction where the cuts are. It goes from a black gray to a slightly pinkish color, the blob. The ship now shaking more, stuff falling from cupboards and shutters opening as it starts capsizing.
I stand and, as quick as I can in the suit, begin walking towards the rope with the tether on it to the ground.
Back to the fight.
So I'm barely holding this punch, and I can in the cool Paris air, I can hear the whine and sputtering of the airship over off to the side. I can hear it crashing, and I start to laugh. Mud, none of us are getting out of here. It's over. And I'm going to laugh. But nonetheless, I'm still going to try to get away and try to rip off the rest of the unbolt the rest of the suit, so I can, because I'm already inhaling the stuff. Let me try a finesse. Another fail. It's slipped down. It's at my ankles, but it's still impeding my movement. And he's still got a hook in there.
I wrench out of his hand, and now I'm reaching. I reach down to grab the satchel of diamonds.
Theo, the almost sideways the ship now, rolling next to you, the little jar of olives fall into the abyss.
With all the strength that I can, I'm going to keep my footing stable and make my way over to that rope before jumping to it and letting it, clenching it and letting it take me down as far as it can before the ship loses all of its that's what I'm going to do.
The fog rising starts seeping into inside now.
Speaking aloud, yelling due to the velocity of my unhelmeted head. If you can get me down there and give me a moment to breathe, we'll see what we can do with the rest of you.
Your hand is now all engloved by the blob thing. Not really hurting. Chaos. Fully enveloped by the fog. Back to the fight.
Holding the satchel of diamonds in my hand, I pull out the hook out of his shoulder. I say, "You're right. This is over." And with the still sort of dragging behind this haphazard wagon of goods, bumbling on the stairs, I try to cut away and begin going up the stairs, get as high as possible.
Okay. I gasp. I'm breathing in the weird mist, but it definitely, I can feel kind of like there's a sort of a menthol quality to the gas as I breathe it in. So it doesn't feel bad yet, but I'm gasping for breath, and I grasp the railing, and I start heading my way down the tower.
Theo, the fog fully enveloped now. No one knows what direction the ship is, if it's stumbling, if it's going beak down.
Yeah. as the ship gets to lose its grip, the rope twisting and kind of tossing me in different directions, holding on for dear life.
Approaching the top of the tower, I click my radio to channel 3, secret channel. Getting up to the topmost level, I call out, "If you boys are up there, I really need a ticket out of this hellscape. Anybody can hear me? Oh, come on, guys."
Exactly 0.1 second after that, the huge hulking form of the ship coming towards you. It starts getting impaled by the tower. Still momentum pulling it down still.
I just curse.
You get torn to shreds. Theo gets impaled by the point end of the Eiffel Tower, eventually crushed in between the boardings of the ship. Manuel, a light spectacle up above the tower. The explosions near, almost touching you now.
I can feel myself begin to mutate a little bit at this moment, but I know that the worst changes will come later.
And we'll finish it here. Drag way too long again.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm bad at that.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at that.
That was great. No,
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I loved how it really. It always tends to happen where it ramps up at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It always ramps up at the end, and I think it's like, okay, we've taken this long, something needs to happen.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was great. I thought that was. I thought we did really, really well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have this bad habit, man. I was trying to fix that. I tried to fix that this session.
Yeah.
But it still like ended up dragging on too much. I do have to say though, I love the characters. Like I love them so much, man. They're like really good. Like,
characters are great.
Yeah,
Manuel's so slimy, man.
this was really fun. This reminded me a lot of Fiasco. Have you guys played Fiasco?
Yeah,
I'm familiar. Yeah.
I only know of it.
Yeah, so just because the way it brings kind of player versus player conflict to the surface in a fun way. So I thought that was very fun. I also really liked how it played out where we set it up for we've all got ulterior motives.
Sure.
Let's see how those ulterior motives interact. So I thought that was extremely fun. And I liked dying. That was
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I was not expecting to be a pirate. I was really just going more so for the greedy side of things, but then Nicolas threw that in. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's great. Yeah.
I started thinking in the middle, kind of in the background while I was playing. I was thinking about the Neo-Tibetan Empire.
Yeah.
And how like they're the
because
power
they're the highest peaks.
Yeah.
So
they're the power source in this world. So like I imagined that Mud was, he was an arms dealer for the Neo-Tibetans. He wants the weapon technology so they can start taking over the rest of the world.
That's cool.
So
cool.
I dig that.
You guys did an awesome job at playing the characters. Like they came to life so well. Like even Theo, it was amazing.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was towards the mid section that I thought like. Yeah, like I think when they come back, like the irony that whatever they go through, like it was for nothing.
Yeah,
yeah.
I really like that reveal. No, that was great. As far as any like gripes or anything, like role play crimes, as Zonalor would say, I think y'all did great, especially for your first session. first like
Really
proper 4D session. There were a couple moments. There were actually quite a few moments where turns got a little long, and we kind of had to compensate. Nicolas did a good job of sort of calling back and forth. Yeah, and that's totally normal. Don't feel bad about that.
Yeah.
It is not out of the ordinary for the GM to sort of call
especially
back
when
and
it's a new group, because if you play with the same people, you end up synergizing, and you don't need that anymore, so it's fine.
Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that the one thing I think I struggled with the most was the feeling of things moving around. There were a few moments, and it might just be my inexperience.
I moved you by accident at one point.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't necessarily that. It was just
I missed that.
People kind of feel. Yeah, me too. It was just the feeling that people were moving without, from my perspective, describing it, but that might have been just me being slow.
Sure, and it's a fine line. So the more you get into sessions, the more you'll train your mind's eye to sort of imagine things.
Sure.
There were plenty of times in the first several sessions that we started doing with UnPC where we were like, wait, where did you say you were? You said you were here, and wait, no, I thought you were up here and you were down here, and how did you get here to here? So that's totally normal. That's totally fine. Again, the more we play, the more you play with other people, the better we'll get at it.
I was very vague with the descriptions because I didn't much care because it was just mostly empty walking between places, right? So I was more interested in, like, if something happens, like, that's kind of the travel, because it's just walking through nothing most of the time.
Actually, so this is kind of like a 4D question, or kind of like just a format question, which is basically, if I say I'm going to the building, I turn and walk towards the building. I'm walking towards the building. Should I just say I'm pulling open the door of the building? Should I? I guess
it depends on how, like, if whatever is being established so far, like, is it that close that you can do all of that?
Yeah, because it was like, I want to go to the botanical garden. I'm going to the botanical garden. I turn towards and I walk towards the botanical garden. But it was like, I'm obviously used to kind of like 2D and 3D, where you just, I go there and the GM says, "Okay, great, you're there, botanical garden." But it's so it's a little difficult for me in that case, where it's like, if I'm moving myself, I just describe myself opening the door or like pulling on the handle, or.
So what I would recommend, because we try to keep it 1-to-1 time, ideally if you're the first person describing it, you sort of get to set of get to set that distance. The way that I would probably have gone about it is like describing walking through like a courtyard, passing by like a fountain or something to sort of give those different nodes, those different points of reference.
Gotcha.
And then, I mean, you don't really have to wait up for us.
Right. Yeah,
that's sort of the cool thing about 4D is because you're only describing where you are. You don't have to wait up for other people. You can just, like I did, go into the other building. Just go straight on through. You're not really worrying about it. I think the way that I did it was kind of a good example of that, because I described, I go over to the door. I'm really keeping it to that.
Right.
Say where you are. Say what you do. Say what you say. If you think of it in terms of that, it'll break things down much simpler.
I think that's kind of like the big something I should have done during the session. If I wanted to move, if I really want to move, I just describe myself. I'm sliding through this place, so I describe the space in between. And I say I moved through it. I'm moving through it, and now I'm here. Like,
the biggest thing I would keep track of is just making sure that you're taking into consideration the time that action takes.
Right.
You never want to do time skips
Yeah, you don't want to.
And really the only person who has that authority to do time skips is the GM. So when it comes to narrating your actions, just trying to reduce as many ands as possible. This is something I used to do all the time when I first started. Was just I do this and then I do this and then I do this. Taking like 4, 5, 6 different actions in one turn. If you try to keep it to that one action, location, action, speech, it really ties it all together. If you go back and want, go ahead.
Which is again that was a thought of mine. When you were going back, I kind of skipped you to the Eiffel Tower dome, and that was a mistake of mine. Like I should have.
Oh, that I think I remember
because it was nearing the end there, and I was trying like. Okay, I already made these things too, so I was trying to like kind of make you guys, let's speed up a bit, but I should have not have done that.
Yeah,
because you clearly wanted to have something interesting to do, and
right.
I would have just cut you. But it was good that you
stuck to it.
Kind of, No, I'm here. You shall not control me, GM. So
it was actually around that time that I because you were talking about like just being used to one another. Between you, Nicolas, and Uriah, I noticed that the big thing Uriah was doing was 4Ding. You were very consistently like, this is what I'm doing. I'm creating as I'm going. My big boo-boo, and I caught it midway, like later on, it was when you, Nicolas, when I raised the dome around the flower, and you gave me a good enough amount of time where it's like, okay, dude, tell me what you find in that business. Where I was like, what do I see? But that would have been my opportunity to describe the flower.
No.
Right.
I think y'all. I mean, y'all did much better than my first time. So
thank you.
Yeah.
You guys. If I'm running a game, you guys feel free to like join in. Like
totally.
Oh, cool! Glad to hear that.
So I will say one more thing, Chris.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it if you slip into third person.
Yeah.
It is totally cool if you say if you talk, as long as you're talking in character. If you slip into third person, it is, and I don't want to sound like a douche, but it is less interruptive to just roll with it in third person and then correct it down instead of going, sorry, I meant to say,
I'll counter argument that depends, like, because the best way to change the way you do things is by correcting yourself on the spot, right?
Sure.
I'm like, the thing with the third person, I don't see it as much as a problem. I think it's like very down below in the list of priorities,
Yeah. In terms of kind of like being worried about having perfect style, like saying Manuel does this or I do this, like they are pretty close, but it is also like I do want to kind of learn the style, and I think that saying I just gives you just like a little bit of a squeeze of more immersion.
It's an ideal.
So I get what you're saying, that it's like I'm not like I'm not breaking things by saying Manuel
right?
Or something like that. But it is kind of like important to the style, I think. Or maybe people differ on 40, but
I mean, and they do. Oh my gosh, they do.
Conway is an example. He kind of is used to use third person, and he kind of sometimes he doubles down, but every now sometimes he uses first. But it does not break it for me.
I totally get it.
Yep.
Cool. Thank you.
But I thought y'all did great. I definitely want to see you all in some more games. I want to see you all getting involved in future UnPC sessions. Alfutter, 40 lashes for speaking in third person. No. And that, I mean, that's the cool thing about 4D is those mistakes that we make, those, the little boo-boos that we have.
Yeah.
I have never made a mistake and have somebody be like, yeah, that's just unacceptable. Like,
You're out of the group now.
Yeah. Everybody is super understanding, because everybody's been where you all are now.
Right.
We've all gone through the vetting. We've all gone through the different sessions and getting everything squared away and just learning these new techniques. The more y'all do it, the more easy it'll become. So don't sweat it. When y'all go back, and hopefully y'all go back and listen to the session. Don't sweat the mistakes. Don't sweat the boo-boos. I mean, I had my freaking Firefox crash on me in the middle of the session, and we just rolled with it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with making some mistakes, and I mean, as long as you learn from it, we're cool. But yeah, y'all did great. Before we go, we got one more thing we got to do, Nicolas.
As tradition.
As is tradition.
How devious do you want me to be today?
Buddy, this is your show. This is your world. I'm just living in it.
Because last time I made us prep for like 40 minutes because it was too complicated. No, I have one in mind, and I think it's much more doable. And it is like not demigod, but deity. Like you play deities. So
I love that.
You are shaping the cosmos, you're shaping the world, and how does that play out,
Okay.
How do you role play that?
Interesting.
Yeah. I love that idea.
Yeah.
That sounds very thematic, really up my alley.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool. Awesome. Well, what did y'all think? Did y'all have fun? Like,
yeah, I had a blast.
What were y'all thoughts on the session?
It was a great time. I still want you to take that turn you already took, though. Like, would you mind, Uriah, if you take that turn that you already took?
Gotcha.
Oopsie.
Yeah, I do have to say, on my part, I'm trying to fix this low burn part. It's just, I don't know. It's my default, it's my natural.
Yeah.
So I have to. This is something I have to work. I love when you guys like just add stuff.
Yeah.
Like you add to the plot, because it's just much cooler.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys come up with stuff, so like when you guys start fighting between yourselves, like okay, that's interesting,
Yeah.
So
and
again, at least for me,
Sure, yeah.
Whenever you're playing my game, you feel free to like name drop.
Just
the new Tibetan Empire, and
yeah,
you can pull like stuff out of your pocket. Like, I don't care.
That's great.
Yeah,
we'll find a middle way.
Yeah, I had a great time. Really enjoyed it. Guys, thank you all so much for hanging out. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, this was a blast.
For throwing your hat in there and getting some time on the table, getting some reps in, so to speak. We do this every Friday at 9:30 Eastern. So it's first come, first serve. So if y'all want to pop in and be return guests, y'all are more than welcome. We would love to have you all back.
Cool.
This is really where I sort of kind of cut my teeth in 4D, both running and playing. So, I mean, I stand by it. Plus, you get really cool concepts like this, where you get to play as pirates and stab people and all that fun stuff. But yeah, that's all from us. Tomorrow, me and Nicolas, along with Elf Hunter, who's in the chat, we got a really cool thing going on. We're going to be playing the second session.
Not going to be slow, I promise.
Yes, we're playing the second session of my game, Chaos Ensues. You can get it now. Link in the description. You can get it in print now, which is cool. You can buy the book. Still pay what you want, so all you got to pay for is the shipping and the printing. But yeah, that is all from us. Thanks, folks, for watching. Folks who caught it live, for the folks who are watching it after the fact, we love you. We thank you all so much. Peace and God bless.
Have a nice night.